It's week 3 of the NFL. Up next, we'll see Joe Mixon. It was a solid showing for him last time out. 104 yards on the ground. It's the Jets and the Elks under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Salt Lake City Elks and the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at our home side in this one. It's a relatively balanced offense, the next-gen stack. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why the defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Cousins on first down. They'll find Hodgins there complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of Parker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Cousins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Elks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they...
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find some...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So out now come the Jets. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
Take it right on the 30.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Thomas brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Henry brings it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. Sidney, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. After the sack on first down, Cousins.
It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Cousins.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Cousins now to throw on first down. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Dobbins, touchdown. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
He'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The Jets on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up a throw.
That's caught by Myers.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They run for it with Mixon, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
Here's 2nd and 8. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Cameron Hayward, his 2nd sack of the night.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run now for Nwangu. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They go play action. Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.